Hi guys, and welcome to this space. It's your favorite girl Mikara, and today I'll be talking about motherhood. A lot of people have a lot to say that why should women get celebrated more than 2-3 times in a year? Well, motherhood is something different. Women is another different thing entirely. I need you to know that there is a thin line between a woman and a mother. This is your first time on this channel, I'm sending you a big kisses to you. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome once again. Don't forget to click the notification bell button so that you get notified anytime I post a video. Listening to me saying that motherhood is overrated, a lot of people want to come for my head, but first let me land before you bury me. You have your own idea about what motherhood is. Some people just think that according to the layman's dictionary, motherhood just has to deal with you giving birth, but it's beyond that. Okay, because there are people who do not conceive by themselves. They actually did surrogacy. They are still mothers. So we cannot say because you're able to push in the labor room, that's what makes you a mother. As a matter of fact, there are mothers that abandon their children after all the pain that they have gone through. I mean, I'm trying to rewind this way back when we were small. The body is changing, it's developing on its own, all these hormonal imbalances coming out to play. When we look at the points where you start ovulating and then you have your menstrual period, these are things that changes the way that your body has been configured before. Now, all of these changes start to come out, and before you know it, I remember when I started my own, I started quite a bit later than my mates. But this thing that is supposed to like take, at least what I've learned over time, was like 3 to 7 days normally. My own span through, after 7 days, I'm seeing the 8th day, the 9th day. I started panicking, like it felt as if I was the woman with the issue of blood. That was the way it felt to me. But I could not tell anybody. I just kept it to myself. I used to have pain so much, like sometimes it spanned for like 5 days. So if, let's say, I start on Monday and the pain starts with it, the pain does not go until Friday, no matter what I use. You can imagine. So if I'm going to school that time, I was secondary school, I literally have to like be sick all week long. It was not funny. Fast forward to you conceiving and the first trimester. It's not easy for a lot of people. Their body undergo changes. Some just spit everywhere, some vomit, early morning sickness, etc. Second trimester, the cravings, and then third trimester, you can't sleep as you like because there's a human being growing on your inside. For another human being to be growing inside of me, even when I'm sick, I know how I feel. Not at all. God, I visited somebody at the hospital some days ago, and my dear, I think I'm reconsidering this motherhood thing. Only the people that have been through it can tell. And me, I don't think I can stress myself. Got me, how many is my body? How many is my body? Well, we get there. When we get to that stage, we cross it, like they used to say. So let me not just make up my mind, I'm not going to do it. But really, if you ask me, okay, let me keep quiet because my mother may be watching this video. Mom? Now, why do people think their motherhood is overrated? Parenting is together, the father and the mother. That is the normal way that it should be, okay? But in the part of the world that we find ourselves, the case is different. Because see that a lot of people just say, why are women getting celebrated? They do Mother's Day how many days? They do Women's Day how many days in the year? International Women's Day is in March. Mother's Day has just happened last week. They are two different things. Because I'm a woman does not mean that I'm a mother. Yes, but you have to be a woman first before you can be a mother. And that is what brings me to the point where I say motherhood is not overrated. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's underrated. Mothers should be celebrated every blessed day. And yes, so is the father, because they also play a lot of roles. But then what happens when the father abandons his role and leaves it for the woman alone? This is what happens, that you see that a lot of children want to celebrate their mother and neglect their father. All in the name of providing. Men have thought that the only thing that they are structured to do is to just provide. Even if you go to social studies textbook of those young children, you will just see there, who is the father? The father is the one that provides for the family. I mean, the father is the head of the family that provides. That's the basic thing that everybody expects. But no, providing is not parenting. You can provide for anybody out there. Parenting is beyond just bringing money to the table and everybody's fine. But when you get to the aspect of mother, you see, mother is the one that cared. I don't even know how they put it. The caretaker or whatever. It's just the one that cares and cooks for the family. Motherhood role does not stop in cooking. And that is what the mothers have mastered. They understand that they need to care for the family. They need to protect their children. They need to care for them. They need to provide for them as such. So when the father is providing money, the money is not going to turn to food for the children. The money is not going to turn to what they need. The money is not going to turn to happiness. It's the mother that goes extra mile to provide the food, to cook the food. It's the mother that goes extra mile to make sure that, oh, the junior does his assignments. Oh, junior has to wash his uniform, or I have to wash junior's uniform. Women understand the basic aspect of parenting that men don't understand. And that is what saddens my heart. A lot of men don't know what it takes to be a parent. You need to actually get involved in your child's life. That is why the child will prioritize the mother than the father. The child will take the mother over the father, because the woman is so invested. She's emotionally invested. She's not just financially invested like the father, because most of the father just feel like, once I provide, that's all I have to do. No. The mother is spiritually invested in the child. The mother is emotionally invested in the child. The mother is materially invested in the child. Doesn't matter that once you hear the pimping of the Aga house like this, everybody run upstairs, or everybody runs to their room and close their door, or everybody is pretending to be reading or watching news. It shouldn't be. Your children should not pretend where you are. I have like 3 friends that 3 of them, they would rather talk to their father than talk to their mother. Why? The father has bridged that gap. They have been able to build a relationship between them. So the ability to be able to emotionally invest in children. And I think this is where it goes wrong. The fact that they say men are not emotional beings, they are logical beings. I don't even know who came up with all this thing. So far, when bad things happen to you, your mood change, you are emotional. It's not rightly wrong to say that men are logical and women are the emotional one. Everybody is emotional. Everybody should be emotional. That's the way it should be. So when you get to the point that you understand that your emotions are important in training your child, you'll be able to bridge that gap between you and the child. You'll be emotionally invested in the child. Children are very, very fragile, and the way that their mental build-up is being constructed, at tender age, you need to be there emotionally for that child. Physically, you need to play with them, you need to buy them things, you need to interact with them, you need to want to listen to their demand. Even though you're going to say no, the way you're going to present the no is going to be a way that when the child hears it, like, daddy does not like me doing this. Or I've seen children, they say, okay, what does your mom not like you to do? You say, my mom does not like me eating sugary things. It's not just that mommy does not want me to eat sugary things because mommy does not like it. It is because the way the mother would have presented it to the child will be like, oh, I know that if I eat a lot of sugary things, I have to visit the dentist, and it's a painful process, and mommy will have to spend a lot of money. That child is already conditioned in a particular way. So if you tell the child not to do something, they're already thinking, okay, is there a reason why mommy is asking me not to do this? The same thing should be applicable to the father. There are some fathers that they are like the duke of don't. Don't do this, don't do that, don't. Know what the child is passing through. Ask them questions. Listen to them. When they are talking, don't show them your problem is too much. Children are meant to cause problems. Okay, that didn't come out right. But children will be children. Let them act like children. Don't treat them like adults. No. Let them be children. Let them have time to play. Yes, you have time to study and all of those things. But give them time. It will all come together. When you do it right, it will come together. And that is one thing that women have mastered that men have. We're not all men. Most men have failed to do. And until you realize that Parenting is supposed to be a two-way thing. You never understand why children will celebrate their mother more than their father. But if you do it right when it comes to parenting, there will be nothing like that. They will treat both of you equally. So if they celebrate daddy's birthday, they celebrate mommy's birthday. It's not like they're celebrating mommy all the time and father is just somewhere there without relevance. So I feel like we all need to come to that point where we know that motherhood is not overrated. But when you check down the memory lane, the pain, the stress, the time that these women give, the sweat, everything that they have to offer on the table is what the children look at. And as they grow older, it is this thing that makes it up. So if you have not been doing it from tender age, when they grow old, it's so hard to want to correct those mistakes. Although there are some children that will be able to forgive you and move on, and at the end of the day see the good in you, but then it all starts from childhood. I know you want to provide, you want to be there for them, but first be there for them physically. Children are not concerned about money. They don't even know where the money is coming from. They just know that my school fees have to be paid, it will be paid. I need to eat, food will be available. So you have to be physically invested in them. Be there with them. Even if you want to be away, yes, your work will take you to go 1 week, 2 weeks. When you come back, be available. Don't just be sleeping and just be in your room and just say, daddy is back, daddy is back. There's no changes. Let them want to gum body with you. I have seen children like that once their daddy is around like this. Hey, daddy is around. Daddy will buy something. Daddy will take us out. Daddy will do this. Daddy will do that. Daddy will not allow mommy to shout at us anyhow. They stay glued to their father. I'm just saying this because of the upcoming fathers. It's majorly the men that have problem with it, that women are celebrated all the time and whatever. If you do the right thing, you will be celebrated too. Do you think motherhood is overrated, or it is just that the men have failed to recognize their place? And that's the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until I come your way again, I still remain my humble self, Cairo, signing out.
Thank you.